So, how old were you when you finally shipped off to basic
I
training?
had just turned 18 like
Okay.
2 months before.
All right. So, did you ever have to report back to the RSP, or did you just go all the way through? You completed high school, then went to.
I completed high school. I didn't do the like split thing like junior year. I
Split
just
off, yeah.
yeah, I completed it, but I did end up coming back. So you come back and you do your on-ramp drill, but I had just missed like that month's section timing or whatever for to go to on-ramp. And so they were like, "Well, if you want to drill this month and like still get paid, you can just go back to Sand Springs and be like assisting, the sergeants there." And I was like, "Okay." So I showed back up to Sand Springs to RSP, and I wanted to do PT with them because I was like, why not? But no one knows what you are. Like they didn't see my
Yeah.
U.S. Army fancy patch that I had on my arm from PTs, and so they thought I was just one of the
Recruits.
like trainees, yeah, over there. And so I was just like trying to show everybody up basically in PT because I'm like, I
Nice.
just got out of basic and AIT, and the drill sergeant there, he was doing like a burpee competition or something, and I kept telling him I beat him. He's like, if anyone can like get up faster than me, and I swear like I got up faster than him, but. Yeah, it was fun, and then he saw me like in uniform, and he was like, "Oh, because you're a gold phaser, that's why." Like, yeah, that is why.
It's like, yeah, I already did all this stuff. I'm not like the rest of these plebes here.
Yeah, it was fun though. That was a good time to go back and just like kind of full circle moment, like see.
Yeah, see it from the other side, see it
Mhm.
from on the other end. And even when I was there, like, like the kids who were still there, and I would ask them things about how basic training was, and either, their eyes light up. It's like,
Mhm.
I have
Wow.
something on you. I can tell you secrets that an old person like you doesn't know. It's like, yeah, you're right. I don't know anything about this life, so
Mhm.
enlighten me. I want to hear your stories. And that's the thing. You have kids sit down and tell you, like, they're basically like, their eyes light up. They're like puppies. It's like, I
Mhm.
can't believe somebody wants to listen to what I have to say. It's because
Everyone gets excited to talk about
exactly,
it.
because when you're in the army, especially as such a new recruit, like the only people
Mhm.
you listen to are the people who have an experience on you. So it's like all the sergeants like, there's nothing you can say to me that I don't already know. Don't
Yeah.
talk to me private. So it's just kind of the way it is with a lot of these younger guys. Like they don't get to share their influence until somebody comes along that doesn't know at least something about basic training, and then
Right.
then But once they go to their AIT,
Mhm.
that they're gone. Like they'll never go back to the RSP again because they're done. Like say,
Yeah, as soon
hey.
as you get out of that, you go straight to your unit. So.
Mm-hmm. So you were 18 when you went to basic training, completed. How was basic training for you? Like,
Basic training was good. I mean, it was really difficult. It was like the first time I'd ever been away from family and friends for that period of time, especially with no phone, like not talking to them the whole time. So that was difficult. And I didn't even expect that part to be challenging for me. I was like, I'll be fine. Like, I'm independent, I could go. And then I was like, I miss my mom.
yeah,
So that was difficult, but I mean, it was good. I learned a lot there and learned a lot about what I'm capable of. And I think it was a really good start, like, first thing to do, right? When you
mhm,
get into the real world after graduating high school. So
yeah,
it was nice.
absolutely. And you never know how it's going to affect you, like that when the
Hmm.
loneliness creeps in, like when you're away from family and home. Like for me, I was mentally prepared to leave my parents, my
Yeah,
friends, my family. But when I made that final call, when you get there, it's like, hey, I've arrived to my basic training platoon.
I'm safe. And
Yeah, I'm safe, and I will not talk to you again. But a picture of my dog came up on my
you're
phone,
like,
and that's what I was not right, because it's like a dog is like a perfect reminder of home, because it's like
hmm,
the dog doesn't know why you're gone or why you're not there. But I just saw the picture, and I was like, oh, that got me right in the feels for some reason.
yeah.
I was mentally prepped for everything
Like, I'm so
except
ready.
seeing that picture of my dog and be like, she doesn't know why I'm not there.
That
It's
is
like,
sad.
dang it, man! Like, why is this getting me worked up? But I held it together. I held it together. Thank goodness. But yeah, so basic training. Any memorable stories, like anything that stands out, or
So many from basic training. I think every day had some story with it because my drill sergeants were crazy. But I do remember like a funny one of these birds would always fly into the power line and they just blow up and scare everyone, and we'd all like hit the ground thinking contact, contact. The drill sergeants were messing with us, but that was funny. There was one time that it was kind of towards the end too, and people wouldn't fill up their camelbacks. Like their camelbacks would be half empty or blown with air in them to look full, and they would come around and check. And so too many people just didn't have full camelbacks one day. And so we all were like formed up. I think this went on for about 3 hours. Like I wish I was kidding. That we would all in a line dump our camelbacks on our feet, like on the ground, so our boots are soaking wet, and go and fill them again. Everyone like that takes like a long time for everyone to individually
yeah,
fill it off of one water buffalo. everyone gets back in formation. I'm like, surely this is the last time, right? Everyone dump your camelbacks, and we'd all dump them again. And we did that like enough times to last 3 hours. And then he had made us pretend that the camelback was a big fish, like once they were all full, and we had to like squat and pretend we were fishing, and just that we just caught it and had to hold it. But
Gosh.
yeah, so that was fun. It
Uh,
was funny though. It was hard not to laugh. Like a lot of points was just really hard not to laugh during good times.
yeah, the one time that stuff like that will actually happen to you, basic training, like it's just the ridiculousness because you have kids who just think they can get away with murder while they're there,
Hmm.
and again, we had kids that would, we'd come out and like it'd be cold outside because I was there in winter. It's like,
Yeah.
everybody have your gloves on, and it's like then that one kid, I
Everyone
lost my
takes it off.
gloves, and then we're sitting there, it's like, see if we can get away with it, and like
Yeah.
everyone's just sitting there. It's like, finally the drill sergeants are looking, they see that one kid, they're like, take your effing gloves off, and you're like,
Everyone has to take it off.
no, and then they're making you do push-ups on the cold concrete, and you're just like,
Hmm.
this blows. Like,
Same thing with like the little beanies we had. Someone doesn't have that one. It's pretty obvious.
yeah.
Yeah.
The worst is if like you were out in the field and they're like, okay, you can wear your PCs if everyone has them, and you're like, yeah.
Yes, and someone doesn't
Yeah.
have
Like,
theirs.
we were supposed to bring our patrol caps with
I'm
us?
like,
Idiots.
I
Why would
know.
you do this to
it's
us?
the worst. That happened at OCS too.
Oh, yeah.
There was
Of
points with it.
course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The only one like similar like that, the OCS that I had was remember we ran out of canteens. It was the morning. We were out in the field,
Phase one.
dry shaving. So I'm out there like just putting canteen in my canteen cup trying to shave. So I don't have one canteen filled. And the sergeant rolls over and is like, "Everyone,
Chopper."
better have your canteens?" Yeah, Sergeant Chopper comes out and he literally ties all of our canteens together. Everyone that didn't have one full, and they just go now go quack quack all the way to the all the way to the to the water truck and back. And we were doing that, all of us holding on to the leash of our,
That's funny.
canteens. It was pretty funny.
Oh,
I was laughing the whole time. It's hard not to laugh that entire time. It's like, don't laugh. It's not funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, that's what you do. Like, you hold, like, everything retrospectively is hilarious. Like, you'll look at it, like, why you're there and why you're doing it. It's like,
Mhm.
man, this blows. And then you look back, you're like, nah, it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like, my first CO said, like, he was like, the harder and more difficult something is, the more memorable it'll be, and the more you'll cherish it as you go on in your career. And it's like, yeah, that's really true.